Hi, my name is Anna Hellmann, and I'm here studying at Cardiff University on a Fulbright grant for the year. I've been here almost a year at this point, and I'm studying, doing an MPhil in medical genetics. So my project deals with a tumor disease called tuberous sclerosis and just studying some potential treatments for that disease. I've really come to love Cardiff as a city through my time here. First and foremost, I find it to be a very mid-sized city, which is great for me personally. It's big enough that there's always something going on. You can always find something to do. There's plenty of places to visit. I haven't run out of things to see or do yet. But it's not so huge that I got lost. I mean that more mentally than physically, although I definitely had to learn my way around physically too. But I like that it was manageable for me. Everywhere here is very easy to get to. I can easily find a bus everywhere if I can't walk there, first and foremost. So everything's very conveniently located. As far as Cardiff University versus the rest of the town, it's really, really close and easy to get to the city center from Cardiff Uni. I do like that it's, not right there because you get a little space by, walking less than a mile outside city center, but it's enough that it's kind of its own entity, but being really, really close to the action. It's located so you can get really anywhere you want to go within a good 15 or 20 minutes, which I find really, really convenient. I definitely enjoyed the opportunity for travel that I saw this year. I've done a lot of traveling throughout the UK, which has been really, really interesting. Definitely seen a lot of castles, which I mentioned before. I sound so geeky when I talk about these castles are great, but we don't really have castles in the US. So it's really interesting for me to see all these different castles from these different time periods, and it's very, brings me back to my 5-year-old self that would be just pumped to see these castles. So I've seen a few of those, Castle Cook and Caerphilly Castle in Wales, along with Cardiff Castle that I mentioned earlier. Traveled to Swansea, seen a lot of the really pretty nature around Wales, but also, I've been to London a few times, ended up going to Scotland and Belfast as well. I did a weekend in Nottingham last weekend, so it's all really nice that it's conveniently located, and I love being able to hop on a train to pretty much anywhere I need to go. As far as outside the UK, haven't had as much time for my travel in the UK, but I did make it to Paris for a weekend, and I did make it to Dublin for a weekend. So it's just been really, really great to be so close to all these places that I only hear about. Another thing that I've really enjoyed about life here in Cardiff is the friends I've made, obviously. Everyone here has been more than welcoming to me. I haven't had really a bad experience yet when it comes to meeting people and making friends and really trying to fit in with the group of people I'm around. My coworkers welcomed me with open arms and included me in everything they did. I really like how diverse everything is here. I've met a lot of people from a lot of different countries, and I think it's also very notable to mention that I've met people from different places within the UK, which I didn't know as much about before I got here. So, I have a friend from Scotland, I have a few friends that are English, I have a friend that's Welsh, it's been really neat to get everyone together, basically. It's a diversity that I don't find as much at home, from where I'm from at least, and that's been, I think, one of the best, most eye-opening experiences that I've had here. If someone were to say to me that they were thinking about coming to study at Cardiff, and they weren't exactly sure about it yet, I would definitely say, do it, please do it. It's a great place. I'd say the city will welcome you with open arms, but like I mentioned earlier, it's not so big that it's going to be overwhelming for you. I feel confident that you'd find a place to fit in somewhere within Cardiff, definitely. The people here are nothing but welcoming and sweet and kind when you're lost, or when you just want to say hello to someone on the street. Everyone's really nice here. There are plenty of things to do. Cardiff as a university has been very helpful. And has taught me a lot. I mean, like a university should, but I've learned more than I thought I would, even the research facilities. I obviously can speak to that since I'm in research, but they've been wonderful, and it's a great place to learn.